this is actually, and then suddenly I received an email years before. I was working at a tax office, and there was working a nurse on this other department. And suddenly, when I was having contact with them in their house, I received an email from this nurse. And I found it strange because it was years after. And then I asked him, how did you get my number? And then he said to me, I don't know what he said to me. I found it strange. I still don't know how he got my number because it was not on in the internet. En die berg bij een kasteel, was een hele grote berg. Toen zei hij tegen mij, die kasteel, wij gaan die... And he said that he had my email address. So I found it very, very, very strange. So, yes, and he even sent me perfume because he even knew my address. Because I had a company and it was publicated on the internet. And this is how he knew. And later I deleted all this information from the internet. So I think because this sister of her, she knew probably girls that were working also at a tax office. And I think they wanted to test me or something, you know? Because the same happened with this Algerian. They also tested me years before. So now I know, like, actually I was a project long time ago. Because long time ago I was isolated. They could not do anything, you understand? So this is how you know how much attention and focus there is on you, you know? It's just ridiculous, you know, ridiculous, really. And suddenly, when I finished with my job with the government, etc., years after, I started to go to the mosque. And then they knew I was going to the mosque. And then I saw also her mother there sometimes. And then finally, latifa went to start also going with me to the mosque, because in the beginning she did not go there. So this is actually how it went, you understand? And then suddenly her mother went more and more and more to the mosque. And then we started to know the same people, you know? This is actually how it went. This is why Abdul Qadir Iman said to me, hang up with the girls. You understand? Because he was first trying to play the Antichrist. And then he said, hang up with the girls, you understand? So that will keep me in the group, not to become myself the victim. Toen in het begin, toen zaten we allebei op een bankje. Toen ik nog... Dat je het over de bushalte hebt daar. Ja, daar tegenover is toch zo'n bankje, daar waar we een keer gezeten hebben. Heel lang geleden was dat. Want volgens mij ken ik jou al sinds 2000 en... wanneer was dat? 2000 en... Want via Sabira toch heb ik jou leren kennen, toch? In de bushalte ergens ooit. Ik ben niet eerst... In de bus met Sabira, je was met Sabira ergens en toen... Ik kon eerst Sabira en daarna kon ik jou, toch? Ja. Want Sabira had ook gewerkt bij de callcenter of zo, toch? Ik kon eerst Sabira of zo. En Sabira had ook zo'n Algerijnse vriendin of zo. Zo'n Algerijnse of zo, iets. En toen ik bij de gemeente werkte. En volgens mij had ik jou leren kennen via Sabira toen ik bij de gemeente klaar was. This Algerian friend of hers, she had also another friend, Faiza. And this Faiza was coming from Venlo. And Venlo, I knew a girl, Malika. And I think Malika was also Lihudiya because he had a sister that was called Tuba, you know? And she had a relation with the Dutch. I don't know, it's now I'm trying to think all these things, you know? And this Faiza, she's coming from that city, so it knows that they all know me. Well, actually, they all know me, and I don't know, actually, I didn't really know them, you understand? And I did a Miss Amirat al-Jamal contest, you know, in 2003, I think, when I was 17. And I won the contest, but later when I did not went to the meeting, I rejected. They took it back because the woman was not a good woman. that organized it, and I was not interested anymore. And there were, I was not interested anymore to go there and everything. So it was a woman, and when I won the contest, I saw that she was with another man in that house and everything. And also something else happened, very strange, downstairs in a cafe. So I didn't want to go to the meeting. And I still know that that's a woman that was doing the news in Amsterdam, Samira Abbos. She called me if I want to go to the meeting, and I said I don't want to go to the meeting, And then she said to me, okay, then we're gonna take your throne away for you, because this Miss Universe, she gave me that throne, I said I don't, then took it away. I'm not interested, and also not interested in the tickets and everything, because I knew it. They were all kind of eliminated. And he said that he had my email address, so I found it. Yeah, so that's Miss Universe. He gave me that throne, and I finally did not go back. So, of course, people, they knew me, from that contest and everything. And later I did also the Kaftan fashion shows, because yeah, so this is actually what happened. But I also always ignored them. I just did my thing. I just had my activities and my hobbies and my study and my things, and that's it, But of course, I knew that people try. Actually, from then on, I knew that people were behind me. Actually, I don't know why, and I was a little bit hiding and isolating myself. This is actually how I kept myself out the hand of Satan's. You understand? But eventually, if they want to catch you, they catch you, because they can find just a weak moment, or just that you have having problems in your life, that like everyone else in this world, and that you're having maybe a weak iman. They will find, or maybe your naivety, or maybe you are vulnerable, or maybe something with your family. You can try to run. You can control your own Satan next to you, because you are not Satan. You don't think like Satan. You think like an angel. You don't think to do something bad, or to do something this, or to do something that. This is not something that's coming out of yourself. But then the humans themselves come to you. While you're having a Satan next to you, and you can control your Satan, and even the Satans that you can't see that come to you, even they cannot affect you and make of you a Satan, to do, to think, to decide yourself to do bad things. But then the people come at your path to bring you with them to that. You understand? And I always was trying to run away from that, and this is how I kept myself out of the hands of Satan. But finally they will find a moment anyway, or a weak point anyway, and they will mislead you. I mean, these girls, they will mislead you or speak to you in a way, or they will try and try and try. I mean, this is it. I cannot make it something different. And then they called me, as I said before, this Algerian, and changing the voice, and then I changed my number again, and always going from the university directly to my house, isolating myself, not going too much to the street. But as I said, when I changed the house from a student's room to the normal house, when I got a job, when after my graduating, things started to change. Things started to change. Also because I started asking myself that maybe I needed to change, because I was too much isolated those years before. And then starting to trust these girls, and to believe them, and thinking that maybe it's my problem that I'm not trusting people. But then, yeah, this is actually then when you trust people and you go with that flow, then it's over. So this is it. So I'm asking her about that seeds and everything.
Ja, als slager was, weet je nog?
How I met her and
everything. Thuis, ja,
that I went to their house.
ingediend. Maar ik kon niet jou eerst, ik kon eerst Sabine. Ik zat ook wel eens met jou op de bankje daar. weet je. En je had een huis gekregen tegenover de bankje. Dus ik dacht dat jij daar woonde nog, weet je. Dus ik ging daarheen. Maar jij woonde daar niet. Dus ik denk dat ik het verkeerde huis heb, want je bent niet verhuisd. Je woont daar nog steeds. Ik denk zij is verhuisd of zo. Want ik dacht dat... Ja, Mohim, dan heb ik het gewoon verkeerd. Maakt niet uit. Mohim, en dus ik dacht dat jij ook niet meer in Nederland woonde. Dat jij niet meer hier in Nederland woonde.
I thought you are changed your house. He said no. Because of course she knows that I know now.
Jouw moeder was ook verhuisd. Ik denk, ja, ze wonen. Misschien zijn ze er niet meer. Dus,
So your mother also changed the house? She said yes. You know, she's quite relaxed now, you know.
Maar in ieder geval, om een lang verhaal kort te maken. Kijk, nogmaals, ظلمك ربك يحاسبه, weet je. Allah straft degene die ظلمش واحد. Als toevallig een situatie ontstaat dat iets zo gaat en iemand heeft natuurlijk vragen, weet je, en die wil met iemand spreken, weet je, als die dan nog steeds iemand ظلmt, dan niet hasib aliha, weet je. Maar
I also asked her before, like, that her mother changed the house, you know. And she said yes, but she said it on a way almost like there's something behind, you know. Yes. You know, when you say something, and your mother also changed the house. Yes. Like she's almost embarrassing about it, you know. Why would her mother be embarrassing about it? What is the reason, you know? And it's a strange story, as I told you before. Who's gonna change the house after 15 years? You're having a house with 4 rooms for the same price, rent, and then you change to a 2-bedroom, same price, 1986, very old house. So that is very strange. And they did that in June 2017. And after her sister, this sister, said she wanted to go to Spain. It was the same period that I had a fight with her. Because before, when they changed the house, I said to her that she has 2 faces and that she plays too much. And then I blocked her. That was somewhere in 2017. You understand? And then after this, Osama came to look for me in a shopping mall. And I had already blocked her at that moment, but I just was playing the game with them. You understand?
هذا سمعك weet je.
Maar ook de volgende keer zei die slamschiet in zoiets had, je hoeft niet te gaan schreeuwen om mij te vinden. Je kon het ook op een manier zeggen, zodat ik heel volledig was. Dan weet ik niet op het mij gewoon, je wil mij spreken. Ja? Maar jij hebt geschreeuwd, waardoor ik denk van, ja, ik wil ook niks mee te maken hebben met Sadi als ze zo naar mij vraagt. Zo op die manier. Snap je? Dus dat is ook iets waarvan ik denk.
The next time, you know, if you come look for me, you can do it on this way and that way, you know. But I know the way how I did it, you know. And I told it to 2 people that I knew from the past that I could trust. And it's not my problem if they tell it to other people, you know. I can speak with people how I want, on my way, you know. If I say I'm looking for someone and why I'm looking for someone, I don't need to yell to tell that. I can tell it on a normal way. But she's now trying to turn the roles on so that she can escape the situation. You understand? So this is the whole tactic.
Waarom heeft Sadia zo gedaan? Waarom heeft zij zo gedaan?
The next time when you come,
Nee,
you can do
omdat
it
die
on
moeder
this way
van
and this way.
Miriam, die moeder van Miriam,
So now I need to repeat the whole story again.
Waarom? En ik heb gewoon gezegd waarom. En zij, natuurlijk, ik heb het niet op een hele zachte manier gezegd. Maar ze zeiden dat jullie daar al
I did not say it on a soft way.
Komen jullie daar
But
al
of
niet?
course, when they told me 3 years you did not went to the mosque,
Nee, ze zien jou helemaal
I
niet.
said I was looking for you. And the reason why,
nooit
normal.
gezien heeft in de moskee. Weet je? En
They told me 3 years they did not see you in the mosque. Yes, that can. And the day I went to the mosque, the day after, a woman died and they went to pray for her. And that was the first time she went to the mosque. So in 3 years, she went that day to the mosque. It's quite a coincidence. And I don't think, you know, so it's very coincidence.
de Amr, toen ik haar eergisteren ook vroeg, Toen zei ze dat ze je alleen soms op de markt ziet. En toen opeens zei ze dat ze je ook niet meer in de moskee...
I told her that this Somali woman, the first time, didn't want to open for me the door, but the second time when I went to her, she said to me that she did not saw her and that she did not saw her in the mosque and that she only saw her sometimes in the market. And when I asked where she was living, she also said that she did not know where. You understand? And now she's telling me like, oh no, I do see her and she come at my place and I go to her place. So I don't know why she's telling that now. Because she knows why she's telling that now, because she's afraid, of course.
Ziet. Ik zeg, zie je later niet meer in de moskee? Ze zegt, nee, ik zie haar nooit meer. Ik zeg, maar we waren toch...
They are even now involving Somali women that even can't write the Dutch language and are undereducated. Even this kind of women are they involving in Masonic groups. Oh my God, wake up.
Ik ga er ook nog even spreken hoor.
Ik zeg, we waren toch vroeger vriendinnen? We waren toch vroeger vriendinnen?
We zijn nog steeds geen vriendinnen. Zij komt bij mij, ik kom bij haar. En dan ben ik dus jullie kan ik haar niet niet.
Ja.
En ik zie dat ik moet haar ook nog, want ik zei laatst keer ook, ze zei ja, ik zei ook dat ik jullie...
I tell you the truth. I'm straight. She comes at my house and I come to her house and I will tell it to her.
Ja, waarom zeg je zoiets? Ik zei toch vriendinnen, alles gaat met vrienden. Want hier, Amelie,
Says, why didn't you tell her that why didn't you deny? I told her that when I was at her house. Then she told her why she did not deny that she was seeing me. And I will tell her that again.
Okay. Ik snap het wel.
I understand that because she knows a woman that is alone and she lives alone and she fears for herself and for her life. And I tell her, oh, but she has a son that's living with her. No, he's 20. Yeah, he's 20. He don't live anymore too much with her. So this is why when the second time I visited her and she did open for me the door, and this Swedish cousin of her was there to come and live with her. You understand? So she was afraid that she'd get her cousin with her in her house. And when I was praying, she was walking, she astaghfirullah, astaghfirullah, astaghfirullah. So probably they were speaking about me. And then he was eating very hard as a camel.
Alleenstaande moeder, hè? En zij is gewoon bang voor haar eigen leven, dat zij geen probleem wil. Ik snap dat wel. Maar, ik snap alleen niet ook, ja.
Ja, want ik vroeg haar, komt later, want ik vraag of jij... Kijk, mensen moeten de waarheid spreken, begrijp je? Kijk, als ik... Eerst wat ik vraag is, je was vroeger altijd in de moskee, dus ik vraag, kom je nog in de moskee? Maar dan ben je... Iedereen zegt, je bent spoorloos. En dan vraag ik Ahmed. En dan zegt ze, ik zeg...
Ja, maar daarom, ik ga er ook nog...
En zij zegt, ik zeg maar, komt ze ook niet meer bij jou thuis? Jij ook niet meer bij haar? Nee. Nog nooit, zegt ze. Ik zeg maar, kom je ook spreken? Nee, zegt ze. Ze zegt dat...
She said, yeah, it's so strange because in the mosque he told me 3 years they did not saw you. And then when I asked the Somali woman the second time that they opened for me the door, she said that she had no contact with you and she saw you only sometimes at the market. And she said, I will speak with her about that. But it's not that like that. She comes my place, I go to her place.
De moskee is mijn huis en ik zie haar nooit. Alleen soms op de markt.
Ja, maar ik ga daar ook nog op aanspreken, want dat vind ik ook niet...
Want zij zegt dat jij niet meer in de moskee komt.
Ik kom ook niet in de moskee. Ik kom ook niet. Alleen die dag toevallig. En toevallig kwamen mensen mij aanspreken die dag daarna. De volgende dag dat jij, de dag daarvoor dat jij kwam, de dag daarna, kwamen mensen naar mij toe.
Maar de dag dat ik er was die dag iemand overleden dan de dag dat ik in de moskee was?
Ja, iemand was overleden, ja.
Dus de dag dat ik in de moskee was iemand overleden?
De dag daarna.
De dag daarna?
Ja.
Oh, en toen ben je voor de eerste keer in zo lang tijd weer gaan bidden voor die mensen, oké.
Ja, en toevallig, en dan kom ik en dan hoor ik weer allemaal...
Yeah, after 3 years I did not went and then someone died and I went to pray and then suddenly I go again to the mosque and I hear something bad and I say, oof, I don't want to go back again here.
Bla 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 bla. Dan moet ik kijken wat benauwd ziet te schermen. In mijn hoofd. Heel benauwd. Waarom kom ik als ik dit soort bullshit moet gaan aanhoren van mensen?
To her, this kind of things is now playing the victim, you know?
Kom ik helemaal niet meer. Dat is de reden dat ik weer niet ga eigenlijk, weet je wel. Dat gaat bullshit iedere keer daar.
That's the reason why I'm not gonna go again. This bullshit every time. She never had this bullshit before. So now she's trying to say why she did not go 3 years, but it's a lie. She had never problem there. And the reason why she did not go 3 years is there's no reason. So she's just trying again to bactalize.
Ik begrijp ook niet, want de moeder van Miriam is een vertrouwenspersoon. Ik begrijp ook niet waarom ze dat aan iemand anders moet
Ja, maar
vertellen.
daarom als mensen gaan praten, moeten ze ook gewoon, weet ik niet.
Ik heb alleen tegen de moeder van Miriam gezegd, dus dan moet ik de moeder van Miriam aanspreken. En niemand anders weet het.
Ik ga geen namen noemen. Ik ben geen roddelaar, ik ga ook niet praten, maar ik zal maar kijken wie het verteld heeft, ja.
المهم اللي كيدلو شي واحد راه كيحاسب عليها. انايا هضرت معاك وسولتك حوايج en jij zegt je hebt niks mee te maken, niet met hem, niet met die hele dingen, niet met die organisatie of wat dan ook. Dus dan is het goed en dan met لمتك ما ظلمتيني, dan is het goed toch? وربي شهد على كل شيء.
ظلمتيني في الاول لشاني، ظلمتيني في الاول in het begin in de moskee ظلمتيني. Dat heb je wel gedaan. Dat heb je wel gedaan, want jij had een shit van mij. Ja.
I have judged her because I was suspicious against her. You know, she's trying to play the victim now.
Slecht dat ik iets achter zat. Je zei ook dat je bij de organisatie zit. Als jij met Latinisch komt, is het zo erg. Als jij mij kent, weet je wie ik ben al heel lang.
If you would know me for a very long time, you would not ask this question because you also told me if I'm with this organization. So she's trying now to hope to be with herself the victim that I can't believe her. She's misleading. She has Satan in her own blood, wallahi. And I tell her like, you know me for a very long time. She's trying to pretend to be a very, very good friend. Well, she know that the last time that Osama and his wife came to look for me was in April 2018. And she admitted before in a conversation that he never changed his number. And she had his number. But at that moment, he didn't tell me anything about her or to call her or to contact her because she told me before that he gave her numbers from me and that they were not working. So then when I met him, why he did not call me and give me to speak with her? Because he knew that I had the last time a fight with her. He knew that. And he knew that very well. And she's trying to play the victim. You know me for a very long time. You came to our house. You slept in her house. You ate it with us. But she did the same in my house. She came also to my house and she ate it in my house. You understand? Who has eaten your butt knows you. But I don't know her. But because she's still, the whole conversation, she's contradictive. You understand? She's contradictive. Then she say that she knows about his problem. Then she do that she don't know him. Then she pick up the phone like there's nothing going on. And then when I speak about Osama, she asks me why I'm just asking questions. And then suddenly at the end of the conversation, I found out that she knew already why I went to the mosque to look for her because they told her already everything. So she lies. She lies. You understand? And so that's why you cannot believe her. She's a very good liar. I cannot lie like her. I just would pick up the phone and say, yes, I'm with the organization. And bye-bye. Or I even not would speak. But she takes the time for me all the time to speak. Because she's afraid. She hopes that I would not trap in that. You understand?
Ja, dat klopt.
Because otherwise I would really find out about her real identity. And she don't want that. Because then she cannot continue her work.
Alleen, ja, en dan gebeurt er zoiets raars, weet je. En dan denk ik van, ja, weet je, dat is niet iets kleins.
Ik heb één fout gemaakt, maar ik ken een leuke man voor jou. Dat heb ik niet moeten doen, want als ik gehad...
Now again, she's trying to use the reason a friend, you come with us, you eat with us, And now I have made one mistake, that I have proposed you to someone that I thought it was a good one. So now she's trying again to look for a reason. So when she can speak to people, she can tell them this story. You understand? To cover up herself. You understand?
Weet dat dit allemaal was, had ik je al nooit voorgesteld. Maar we kunnen nooit in de toekomst kijken zoals
If I knew, I would never have proposed to you, but we can never look into the future.
je kan niet in de toekomst kijken wat er gaat gebeuren.
En niet alleen dat, ook Abdelkader, hij is ook Dajjal, snap?
Ik zeg not only that, Abdelkader, the imam that she knew, is also an antichrist, because she's trying now to do like she has nothing to do with it, and that if she knew that she now say that she don't know Osama, and that if she knew blah blah, but she knew Abdelkader very well. She knew that he even abused a 17 years old girl, and still she was meeting with him in the car, and he even went to her mother's house. And even if I was sudden, because they were living close to me, so I could not avoid them, so you automatically continue. I even did not want to continue, but you continue, and then you are faking, or maybe you are not faking, maybe you are hoping all the time that you are not wrong about the person. But eventually I knew that it was not okay, I knew it was not okay. I was just waiting for the right moment to say to myself, don't doubt it. Because I was doubting myself all the time. But I get so many signs and so many facts. And then eventually, I disappeared, I did not disappear. I stopped contact with them. I did not had contact with them. I was still in Holland. The only one that I had contact with them is with a woman. Her name is Saida. I called her recently, and I found out her number. I went to her family's house. They gave me her number. I called her. She told me that she had cancer. And she was the only one that I had contact with when I left the mosque, when I was not going there anymore. And I always had the idea that she had not really contact with them, but probably I was wrong. Because when I was in Spain, I told her I was there not to tell anyone, but probably she told them. And this is the reason why this Latifa finally sent this behind me, because when I contacted her and she asked me